welcome to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada.
Yep.
You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramar area.
On a radio.
That's on the airwaves.
Yeah, that's how radio works, man.
Or at www.chmafm.com.
Which is on the internet?
That is on the beep boop machine.
Yeah, not a Marconi device.
No.
Huh.
This is ground control at YMC Midgic Airport. You are joining myself, air traffic controller Thomas.
Sounding very sedate this evening.
Yeah, I'm in a sedate mood.
Okay.
Yeah. And air traffic controller Luke.
Oh, that's me.
That is you.
Yeah.
You're kind of sedate now, too. I kind of set.
Yeah, but like usually I'm fairly sedate and you're the hype man. Now I feel like if you're sedate, I got to bring the energy.
You don't.
Okay.
Why can't we just have like
the chill radio hour?
Yeah.
I feel like then we belong at like 2 a.m, not 6 on a Sunday.
Well,
people like
jazz.
being chill on a Sunday evening as well.
Exactly. We, blood pressure's going high because we're going into the week. Let's just chill out,
Okay.
Join us for the next hours. We watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat. We'll be done by and by. Luke.
Yeah.
The weather.
Oh, it's doing all kinds of weathery stuff.
It is, but how do you feel about it?
How do I feel about
we're
the weather?
going from weather predictions.
Should I feel anything
about the weather?
Or should I be like a good stoic and realize that I can't control the weather? So that it's okay to feel the weather. It's okay to feel things about the weather, but I shouldn't allow myself to dwell on them. I think that's the stoic.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Base.
That's like a
philosophy.
That's like
pretty decent.
Yeah. That ain't bad.
Yeah, so like I'm sad winter's gone.
Yeah.
And folks, full disclosure, we're pre-recording this live on Friday evening. It's roughly the time you'll hear it Sunday evening.
Yes.
Quite and like last night it was
warm,
sunny and warm, and
yes.
I went for a nice walk about in the sunshine. It was fine.
Yeah.
So, it's the season of winter is behind us. That makes me a little sad.
But
some people like summer. Some people even like spring, which is to me, if I'm ranking the seasons. Isn't spring in last place?
Well, I was going to say, is it fall or is it spring?
No, fall, you've got the pretty leaves, the trees die, and the anticipation of winter. You've been sweating all summer. Now it's like it's cool. It's sweater weather.
Okay, now you won me. Yeah, spring sucks.
Spring?
You know what
spring's
worst.
Main thing is?
Not being winter.
Mud. It's like, hey, do you like mud? Are you one of those people who go to the spa and like to be bathed in mud? Because we've got a season for you.
But the bad mud, not the good mud.
I don't know. There's all kinds of mud. It depends where you go.
I'm not a mud expert. I don't even know what ology a mud expert would be.
Would it be a geologist?
Probably.
It's like sediment and stuff. I don't know.
I'm sure there is like some subsection of geologists where it's like we only work with
mud,
and
there's different types of mud. In it. I don't know, man. There's a lot.
Is clay mud? I don't know. Is clay mud? You tell me.
I can't tell you with any certainty.
What defines mud?
Is
Play-Doh mud?
This is getting very philosophical.
What is like the
what is this radio show?
What is the platonic? What is the platonic form of mud?
Oh man!
What is
no one
essence?
Tuned in and deserved this? No, folks. On behalf of the Midgic Air Traffic Controller Association, I'd like to apologize for subjecting you to this, and I will apologize for instigating, allowing for, I didn't see it coming.
Oh my goodness.
Did you got some sort of palate cleanser of a tune here?
Well, I got a bunch of tunes here.
You did. I looked at your playlist and I hardly touched it because it was filled with greatness
stuff. So I picked a lot of artists that I'm kind of jumping forward a little bit, but that's fine. That won't be showing up on the ECMAs this year.
Oh, we got the boycott playlist?
Yeah. So, we're going to be shouting out a lot of artists that will be in the ECMAs. I thought probably a good idea to shout out some that won't.
Okay.
And not because they didn't release great music this year, but because
they've made a choice.
They have made a choice to kind of protest the ECMAs, and we'll talk about that actually here in a bit. But I'm going to start with two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with Mo Kenny.
Yeah.
With That's Not Me. And then we're going to go into It Goes by Wolfcastle.
Oh.
I started thinking when you weren't around that when I'm up you want me down. I wish you'd hide what you're thinking about. Blue bottles in a glowing bar, remodeling a broken heart for someone else to take apart. That's not me, coming down the stairs. You don't know me and you don't I used to think you knew me well. I gave it time and time did tell. I used to think you knew yourself. Circling an empty room. This is how it feels when I reach for you. This is a mirror you can look into. And that's not me, coming down the stairs. You don't know me and you don't care. That's not me, coming down the stairs. You don't know me and you don't care. That's not me, coming through your door. I don't go
Y'all know that I've been poppin', sick of being impoverished. Want a big house, a car with nice polish. Village ghetto land, the street rat with dreams, a scheme that could breathe. I'm more than what I seen. The res is not a trap, but I've been hearing different internally. The population should believe you could get anywhere with some work. Finesse the system and learn, determined to change the word. My world turns. It goes around and around around and around. Around and around and around. It goes around and around and around. It goes around and around and around. Around and around and around. It goes around and around and around. Another year without an answer. Another prayer unheard. That's the standard. And that's some real shit. I'm a outlander. Rebel in my dune buggy. Chillin' till the sunset. And I don't care if it's wrong. I don't care if it's wrong, cause you know that I feel sad, I feel rich, I feel blessed. Always blessed, yo. It goes around and around and around. Around and around and around. It goes around and around and around. It goes around and around and around. Around and around and around. It goes around and around and around.
That was a good tune.
Yeah. I was going to put a Wolfcastle tune in this
Yes.
week. And then I looked at your list
Yeah, I got the stack.
and you already had it there. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, I guess I am off the proverbial hook.
Off the hook for this week. Yes, a couple great tunes. Hey, do you know what else is great?
Sports?
Sports ball. And do you know what? This week,
Is it a ball sport?
kinda.
Okay. Is it the strange one I sent you a link to?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Will
I don't think I think it was the first instance ever where I shuttled material to you
Yes.
that you could then use to explain a new sport to me. But we can leave that for a future.
we will because
Okay.
this one is news
Oh.
worthy because
sports
it's
news.
as of this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Sports news. Now, some of it's not news. I'm kind of combining the introduce a sport and the sports news. You know?
Okay, so I'm going to learn about a sport, and then I'm going to learn about something recent in the sport.
Yes. So you asked if it's a ball sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read you a bit of the description,
Okay,
and you tell me if you can figure out the sport. Okay.
I'm closing my eyes to use my imagination station.
Your brain. Yep. An event involving throwing a heavy spherical ball as far as possible.
Shot put.
Yeah, we're talking about shot put. So,
Thought we were bowling, but there was no pins.
no, the shot put is a track and field event involving putting or throwing a heavy spherical ball, which is called the shot,
Yeah,
as far as
palm
possible.
to chin, weight to chin.
Yes, that is
Then-
where you start, kind of exactly where you would rest like a violin as well, potentially from someone who's done both.
Yep.
Um,
Okay. I've also done both.
yeah, you have. For men, the modern revival came back in the Olympics in 1896.
We had a little nap before that,
Well, the Olympics had a little nap before that, right?
I suppose. Maybe.
The Olympics came back in like the 1880s, I think.
Not super up on Olympic history, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it was like, in ancient Greece. And then in the like 1880s, 1890s, they were like, let's do this again every 4 years.
All right.
So it was one of like the early adopted sports. And it became a women's competition in 1948. Now, I mentioned shot put.
Yes.
Because Nova Scotians Sarah Minton won her second straight women's indoor shot put championship, throwing over 20 meters.
That's real far.
That's stupid far.
Yeah.
On Friday in Nanjing, China. Sarah is from Brooklyn, Nova Scotia. Do you know where Brooklyn is?
That's like outside of Windsor, I
It's
think.
like Lunenburg, Bristol area.
Okay, no, I'm thinking the wrong spot then.
So, I would never have like
Placed it?
No,
Okay.
no. Her championship clinching throw on her last attempt traveled 20.48 meters, which is her third best throw of her entire career.
Oh, that'd be cool to do that like in a big competition.
Oh yeah,
Like I
that'd
know
be
you hear
awesome.
people doing like personal bests and stuff,
Yeah.
but like presumably she's to have reached this level is quite good at this all the time.
Yes.
So like consistency, I would think, is a thing, but just
Yeah.
to show up and do like a
One
real-
of your best
yeah,
throws, like
Yeah.
under pressure. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
yeah.
It's also, I don't think I wrote this one down, but it was the first time that the throwing, three people had thrown over 20 meters in a competition,
Oh,
or something like that.
so other people were bringing their A game.
Yeah.
All right.
So the world leader, Jessica Schleider of the Netherlands won silver medal. And yes, Friday's final marked the first time since 1991 that all three medalists in the event's recorded throws surpassed 20 meters. There it is. So it's the first time since 91.
So now I have a question because
Yes.
one of the few little bits of Olympic knowledge I do store in the back of my brain
Yes.
is that like javelin.
Yes.
There are records that will never be beaten in javelin because at some point, I'm guessing here, it might have been late 80s, it might be the 90s. They
Yes.
changed the javelin
Oh, interesting.
because the throws were getting so far that they can no longer do it like in a stadium as an event.
Wow, yeah.
So they went ahead, and that's why there are records in javelin that are like have asterisks next to them.
Totally.
It's like, yeah, this was done with so and so, like this, version 1 of the
Yeah,
javelin.
yeah.
That's definitely not the term they use.
Totally.
But do you think now that like shot put's getting
Larger.
yeah,
don't know.
will they like amp it up? I suppose at 20 meters, it's not really a logistical problem to have that indoors.
Yeah, I suppose, right? If, maybe in like discus, right? But probably not in shot put. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Shot
there's-
put land in the grass? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the sports, man.
Cool.
You learn a little.
Yeah. Did your school when you were young have like the track and field day where you had to do a bunch of them?
Yes.
And then you were like weighted and
Oh, I didn't know that.
like for us there was a competition aspect to us. They ranked.
Oh, yeah, I guess there was. That is how I got on the track team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I forgot about that. You just unlocked a memory.
There you go.
Yeah.
Click.
Yes, there was. And that's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Would you look at that? Hey, do you want to listen to a couple tunes?
Sure.
You got a tune on here.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. At least I think, yeah, it was submitted by you. I didn't put this one in. In Your Head by the Town Heroes.
Oh yeah, I put that on last week, but we didn't have time to squeak it in.
Well, we'll squeak it in now.
All right.
And then after that, I'll put on Ancestors Too Young. That's Jeremy Dutcher. Another big name that's now boycotting the ECMAs.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been running through a fire in the backwoods, dodging demons, cannons, and the knives. You can see, you think it's real, cause you feel it in your insides. Who will question human anatomy? Step back and take a little look at what you think is going on in your reality. Step back and take a little look at what you think is going lesson that you learned when you were young. Don't believe in every little thing that you see. Should've told you it's the same in your own head. If you believe it's probably gonna be the way you feel. Step back and take a little look at what you think is going on in your reality. Step back and take a little look at what you think is going wrong. Or maybe it's just in your head, 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 in your head.
Faces I see, they look like sheep. I need to live so I can breathe. Tears of language I speak well, better than my own, alone, without her. Where do they go? Gifts that aren't well received, forgotten as soon as they're given. Myself, I've forgotten. one cared until she was dead. Don't make sense at all. Why some people rise just to fall. Brought to my knees. So I'm just not sure how to grieve. Where do they go? If I go to, will I see the ones we lost? Life's over before it's begun. Ancestors too young, they become ancestors too young. Ancestors too young. But where do they go?
What a remarkable. That I didn't even say remarkable, right?
No.
What a remarkable.
Do you have a brass band or a brass section on, like, in your speed dial that you can call when you want, like,
At the Tintamar
ah,
here in town.
you got them on in your contacts?
Well, I don't have them in my contacts, but everyone's one phone call away.
Yeah.
Like, I know the phone call away. You know what I'm saying?
It's not, you don't have to know someone. You just need to know someone who knows someone.
And I know the someone who knows someone.
Fair enough.
So, everyone knows someone, right?
Yep.
That's why you gotta be kind to people.
Okay.
Not only because it's
Other
good
people
for you.
will judge you harshly, but because of networking?
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
should-
sure I like the moral of the story.
No. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you are
This guy is-
moralistically a good person,
Yes.
we're getting way out of it.
This is the
tonight.
most philosophical episode we've ever
Love
had.
it. You don't need this advice, so it doesn't matter. But
Tune in next week as we debate ethics, teleological versus deontological. And
if you
we're gonna
are a immoral person, I might be able to still sell you on living a moral life based on the benefits that
you're gonna try and teach someone to be good
Yes.
for quantifiable reasons.
yes.
Like for this
Because-
seems carrot and stick like.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is.
Go on.
No, it is carrot and stick like 100%. But you know what? That carrot can be really good.
The
So-
stick can be real bad.
Hey, if it's a life or crime or a carrot,
Yeah, I like carrots. They make a great cake
they make an
and a side.
fantastic cake. You love carrots.
I really
I've
do.
seen you. You are actually in the staff room,
Yes.
you are very well known for being a devourer
Of baby carrots?
of baby
and
carrots.
adult carrots alike?
Yes, our friend of the show, Melissa, here's your genuine shout out that comes up naturally.
Yeah. Has remarked upon.
Not only remarked upon, plans for your
Well.
love of carrots. So does friend of the show, Christiana, plans for your love of carrots. We all do at this point.
Huh. Well,
Did you not know
are
this?
you guys doing this as a real life example? Because the alternative to the carrot would be my wrath, which is the stick.
I suppose it might be.
Yeah, I am known to be wrathful.
You are.
But you know what's not wrathful in the
What?
news?
The news? What's in the news? Is there diddly bridge news?
No, I didn't bring any bridge news this week. Sorry, that's why I didn't prepare and do that.
I will say, I'll do a tiny diddly bridge news.
Okay.
A diddly bridge news. The signs are up that there's going to be construction.
Forthcoming construction.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
My news is sign based as well.
oh, what is your sign-based news?
Someone has put up several signs on trees and posts in town
Okay. I
Saying-
didn't know this.
saying you are beautiful and to pass it on.
I love that.
And so at least two that I've seen, people bring up or mention. And sometimes things aren't going great, but nothing wrong with that.
Hey, it's true. And you know what? You're beautiful.
Oh, thanks, man.
I meant you, but I also meant the listener.
Oh, I'm gonna take it anyway.
Yeah,
just
no,
like
totally
I
take it.
probably walk by the sign and be like, "That's for me."
Because
I'm pretty conceited.
I want both you to take it genuinely and the listener to take it genuinely. You know?
Okay.
So
Anyway,
right now
that's
you
my
are
little bit
living
of news.
vicariously through the listener. Sorry.
That's my little bit of news. I do have another bit of sign news since you brought it up, and I was thinking about this the other day.
Doodle sign news, yeah?
If I say the roads are closed,
Yes.
do you know what I mean by that? Like
Yeah.
that the weight restrictions are on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Spring,
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I was having a discussion with someone.
If you just said like the roads are closed, off the top of my head, I would
Assume a road was closed for maintenance or something.
no.
No?
No, I would assume that you're talking about the highways closed because they have
Going to Amherst.
Yeah. Because going
The
over
marsh
Amherst, if
was-
you don't know, the marshes, the highways going over there, both sides actually have
Gates.
big old gates. If you can't go over the marsh, they'll close off the road. So if you just said the roads are closed, that is immediately what I would suspect. But a pretty close second would be.
Okay.
Especially in spring.
I was having a pretty spirited discussion the other day with a friend of mine about
Yes.
the condition of our roads
Yeah. Yes.
and about how
good they are.
about what's doing like the most damage
Oh,
to our
interesting.
roads.
And
And some of the points brought up were, studded tires, which are illegal in New Brunswick, but are quite hard on roads.
yes.
Salt itself, which we use on the roads, is quite hard on
Yes.
roads. But the weight of vehicles is also a very huge thing. So it was
Yes.
it was a pretty reasonable time of year to have that discussion because right now the
Totally.
roads.
Yes.
I grew up before air traffic control in an industry where if you said the roads are closed, everyone meant, oh, it's weight restrictions are on. You're not moving anything heavy.
Yeah.
So it was just it was an interesting conversation to have.
Yeah.
They had this conversation with someone else,
Yes.
and I gave them some fodder for the round 2 of the conversation.
Nice.
Little insider baseball.
Yeah.
Get these points in your back pocket.
Like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I kind of have some road news, though, talking
Okay.
about the road I was just talking about. Ottawa, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia strike deal
The
on
Smiths.
the Smiths.
It's I hope I get an Ishmish for Christmas.
Well, you are getting an Ishmish for the next 10 Christmases.
It's not going to start by this Christmas, man.
No, but over the next 10 years,
Yep.
Canada is putting $650 million between Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Canada into the
Maintaining the isthmus.
Maintaining the isthmus. We have talked about it multiple times before. We will talk about it again. But yeah, that's the big, and in the CBC article by Jacques Poitras. That's as close as I'm getting.
That's pretty good.
I didn't notice him mentioning, everyone from Mayor Black to Megan Minton to
a lot of local players who were involved.
A lot of local players. MLA on the Nova Scotia side, whose name escapes me.
Smith McCross.
Yeah, I knew it was McCross, and I couldn't get the first name. All really involved in this project, and it really has been at the municipal, provincial, and federal level. So to see that it's finally being announced, it was announced by our MP, Dominique Leblanc, who's also the finance minister at this point, right?
Yes. Busy guy right now.
Busy guy currently. So, yeah, that's great. That was one of my newses. And the other news was about the ECMAs. We kind of talked about it a little bit at the end of the show.
I think I was on this ship before you were, which is super 100%. Strange for arts, culture, and music.
Yeah. And so this is, I got this one from CBC. This is from David Friend from the Canadian Press. East Coast Music Award Association says boycott may hurt award show, citing Family Feud quotes.
Ooh, Family Feud. Nothing more maritime-y than a Family Feud.
That's very true. I think that's why they're trying to go with Colin in a Family Feud. I don't know if the folks boycotting would call it a Family Feud, though. With members. So the board is meeting this week to consider ways to address the organization's disgruntled members. I've played quite a few tunes from big artists who have pulled their nominations. Mo Kenny, Wolf Castle.
Yep.
Jeremy Dutcher. Jeremy Dutcher was nominated for like 8 or 9 awards.
Okay.
And he pulled his, I believe, yesterday.
Really?
Yesterday our time. So midweek, last week. So it's kind of more artists are kind of promoting this now. Yeah.
So did this article go on to explain why?
This article went on to say that a heated conflict over the direction of the East Coast Music Awards.
Okay.
But that direction is specifically the firing of, I believe, the CEO? Yes, CEO Blanche Israel in January. So, yeah, we'll see where this goes. There's a petition that already has quite a few signatures, 600 signatures, apparently, which has triggered the board to react already. Before this kind of gets bigger than it already is. But if, the CPC is...
got their finger on the pulse.
Got their finger on the pulse a little bit here. Usually we got a little bit ahead of
did we get out of it ahead of the CBC?
Yeah, well, I think a little bit this time.
Unreal. That's why people come here for news. That's what the people tell me. They tune in.
They're here for the news
on Sunday evenings to our show for
Hard hitting. That's when
News.
hard hitting news happens. Sunday night.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, well, we keep talking about the isthmus. We've been talking about it for a year and a bit.
It's true.
I'm sure we'll be talking about the ECMAs and this controversies for probably a year and a bit, if not more. So that's kind of what's going on in the news here. Do you want to listen to
Some tunes?
a tune or two?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a couple tunes, then we'll come back.
All right.
That's kind of like the show.
It's just a phase. It's just a phase. I dream about you in my life. I get to decide your design. There's pictures of you on my wall. Pretty soon I tend to move on. And I'm high off a drug and it's normal for us. And I'm high off a drug and it's normal for us. Don't we all think it's love? It's just a phase that I'm going through. I'm young, so that's what I'm bound to do. I am toxic 'cause I am obsessed, losing all common sense. And they're like, oh, oh, you're just a phase that I'm going through. And in just 1 week I'll be over you. I am poison 'cause I am an addict, the peak of my madness. I'm like, oh, oh. Inhale the version from online. Your voice and shivers down my spine. Fixated to keep you to myself. I'm hurting, seeking your help. And we're high off the drug and it's normal for us. We are madly in love. You're just a phase that I'm going through. I'm young, so that's what I'm bound to do. I am toxic 'cause I am obsessed, losing all common sense. And they're like, oh, oh, you're just a phase that I'm going through. And in just 1 week I'll be over you. I am poison 'cause I am an addict, the peak of my madness. I'm like, oh, oh, I idolize, I objectify, I dehumanize, oh, I obligate, I manipulate, inappropriate, oh, and you're high off the drug. Is it normal for us to fake all this love? You're just a phase that I'm going through. I'm young, so that's what I'm bound to do. I am toxic 'cause I am obsessed, losing all common sense. And they're like, oh, oh, you're just a phase that I'm going through. And in just 1 week I'll be over you. I am
It was a little dance, too,
yep.
a little pump up.
I was ready to dance here in the break room.
I was moving and grooving. I was tipping my toes. I was
Yep.
vibing, you know.
Oh, that's a lot of spheres you're putting it in the Venn
I'm touching all
diagram.
the spheres tonight.
Yep.
Hey, do you know what else we're going to touch? A couple of gold stars.
Oh, heck yeah.
We're going to give them out. I got some gold stars. I'm going to give mine out first.
Multiples?
I'm giving out 4 gold stars.
That's too many gold stars.
No,
I
it's
was
not.
going to give out 2 tonight. I was going to make
Seriously?
I was going to make the signs thing, the creator, the anonymous creator. They probably deserve a gold star.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of going to kick one over the town. You know why?
Why?
'Cause they finally made a deal to buy the railroad station.
Right. So the municipality, sorry,
Yeah, Tantramar.
is buying this old
CN
Sackville
rail
CN rail station. And
They're going to do something with it, they
They're
said.
gonna- yeah, they said they're gonna put business in
interested
it.
party. Do you want to take a guess?
no,
Okay.
do you?
I could think, like, I know it's been discussed a lot for the market. I
Oh,
don't
that
know
would be
if-
really nice.
But, you know. it
I
could-
would like that.
Yeah.
George's Roadhouse used to be across from it, eh?
Yeah. So
That
you
could be a
think it
parking
could be
lot.
some sort of...
Parking lot.
you think they're just going to buy it for parking?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, because the structure's not there anymore, right?
I don't think so. Honestly, the only time I've been down there was once for photos for a wedding.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't think it was down there then.
No, it would have been gone by then.
So, yeah, I think, I don't know, whatever business does go there, maybe you're hearing it here 1st. Town speculation,
This isn't a news. This is a gossip.
straight up gossip.
Oh, I hope it's a place with a good wings night.
I hope it's, okay, I hope it's the market that on every other day of the week
It's a wings spot.
gives it to Winging It, which is in Moncton, which is like just wings.
We don't need no franchised wings. We can have independent
I
wings.
think it's like a Greco. An Atlantic franchise. That's fine. I'm
fine.
fine with it. You hate Greco? Are we poo-pooing on Atlantic
I remember
businesses?
both Greco jingles, sir. Thank you very much.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Greco puts like barbecue sauce in
Do
with
they?
their yeah. So that it has like next time you get Greco, which I know.
I'm a big pizza consumer.
Well, you are. You eat pizza. You don't.
yeah, but I make my own pizza.
Yes. But you will, well, I'll say this. You will have a slice of pizza from somewhere else.
On
If-
occasion.
Yes. If,
Once the dairy products are removed.
yes, exactly. So the next time you're at a party and there's
Some Greco.
14 Greco pizzas.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot and I'll check for the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, man, it's real sweet. My gold star, yeah, I got 4 of them.
Okay.
I got
So many gold stars.
so many.
Hit me number 1.
Mo Kenny.
Producing bangers.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Wolf Castle.
Oh, I see where this is going.
And number 3, Jeremy Dutch.
Uh-huh.
And the last one was
Are you suggesting that the gold star is an equivalency to an ECMA?
no.
Okay.
I would say 1 is a much higher distinction.
We have given out fewer gold stars than there have been ECMAs.
100% we
There's
have.
value in scarcity.
100% there is. So those are gold stars this weekend. You got some promos?
Heck yeah, man.
Okay, here we goes. Do you got one first? Oh, you got one first?
No, it's fine.
No, go for it, man. I like when we start with yours.
Okay, good. Because you know how I've been saying grunge is coming back?
Yeah,
There's now a grunge and punk show on
That's
CHMA.
actually pretty
I
awesome.
spoke it into existence.
I love it.
No one's going to argue because
No.
no one's listening on a Sunday evening.
Not a chance.
But you can tune in Saturdays, 8 in the evening. Seth and Leona, they're going to play some grunge. They're going to play some garage. They're going to play some punk.
Yeah.
They're gonna play some things that are mashups between that because that's
what they do.
just how it is
That's what
sometimes.
happens. Yeah.
But you're gonna get it there. They're sparking off the grunge revolution.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming back. You said it was going to come back in popular music. I still don't think that's going to happen. I'm firm on that. Firm.
Okay.
To what else I'm firm on?
Handshakes.
Yes. I'm a big boy.
Uh-huh.
But also on what happens right after this, which is awesome, which is live on KXP, bringing you the very best of their world-renowned live in-studio and remote performances. Folks, just stay here for the next 3 hours. You got the best programming. So, live on KXP, bringing you new live session every single week from either an emerging artist or a well-established act. It spans styles, genres, and cultures. They've had everyone, including, who's back in the news, Macklemore. It's true, he did a new song.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else has done new songs in here recently that I've seen? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, I believe. Portugal the Man is actually coming to Fredericton.
Really?
Portugal the Man is headlining one of the nights of Harvest Fest this year, which used to be Harvest Jazz and Blues Festival.
Yeah.
So Portugal the Man, if you want to check them out, you can on live on KEXP. We also have War on Drugs, Wilco, Pixies, Fleet Foxes, Purity Ring, other Canadian acts like Tegan and Sarah, and an act you already heard here tonight, Jeremy Dutcher, as well as Nova Scotian bands Sloan and Elephant Gym. You can check out everything at kexp.org or all the live performances at youtube.com/KEXP. Folks, can you hear the nasally voice?
Dude, now that you've told them about it, they're gonna hear
No,
it.
it's crazy because they're going to be able to hear it on set over the episode as well.
Oh, probably. They might not have noticed it at the start. Now it's
It's real
noticeable.
bad. Since we started recording, I went from no nasal, like a normal human being,
To full nasal commitment.
I got nothing.
All right.
Hey, right after KXP, we got Black Atlantic, a primarily Black Atlantic-centric podcast
Clinton
website.
Davis and Hilary LeBlanc.
Yeah!
Hardest working people on CHMA.
Yes, they are bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world. Check them out at blackatlantic.ca. Follow them on Spotify and visit their YouTube page.
Every day there's a quota of work that needs to go into CHMA, and they're carrying all of Sunday.
Yeah. Man, okay, listen, right after that, we got The Night Shift with Luca Capone.
You never know what you're going to get with Luca Capone.
Adventurous artists, diverse mixes, weird musical genres, psychedelic jazz, experimental hip-hop, and music concrete, with a heavy focus on Canadian independent artists that can be heard every Sunday, 9 p.m. on CHMA. Thank you for listening.
Have a great evening, folks.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, this is